It's show day. Yay. So happy to be here with all of you. I have a little bit of a change of scenery. Well, first of all, I should say it was half intention and vision and half necessity. So necessity part was around the fact that my in-laws are staying with us. So my mother-in-law and father-in-law are here. And we've got a full house. There's other stuff going on. Scott's also, my husband, work from home. And then I thought it would just be really nice and yummy to, first of all, do a little virtual mini retreat. So if you're joining us live or you're watching the recording, that's what we're doing today. We're going to spend some really intentional time together to just slow down. As I say this to myself, take a few deep breaths, get to chill a little bit. We're going to breathe, meditate for a moment, journal, do some reflection questions, and have an opportunity to just feel our own breath and body and hear our own inner thoughts. So if you're joining me live, let me know if you can hear me okay. So I was saying about being in a different environment. Part of that was practical. We've got a full house, and the other part was intention of this virtual retreat. But the part of being outside about that was that I thought it'd be really nice to bring you outside with me, that I could be on the porch at our house upstate and be in my own personal little relaxed Zen-ish moment. So we're outside. I don't know what's going to happen. I hear a dog barking. If that dog's really loud, let me know. There's some wasps flying around. The humidity and temperature seems to have risen a bit since I got outside. So who knows where we're going to go with this. But as long as I guess we're cozy and we're good, we're going to stay here. So Chrissy said hearing's good. Great. Let me know one more confirmation since it's been a couple minutes if we're good. And then I will proceed. So for today's show, I want you to go ahead and please grab something that you can write with. If it needs to be your phone, might be a little tricky with being in the app, but you can use the notes in your phone. Preferably you have a journal, and a piece of paper and a pen works really well as well. So grab something you can write with. And then ideally for this one, you are in a bit of like a, cozy, calm place. And if that's not possible, that's completely okay. So if you need to readjust, I even picked some flowers for y'all. Freshly trimmed. So yeah, let me get one more. Hearing is okay. Confirmation would be great because I just want to make sure we're good out here. And if you need to reset or reorient yourself so that you're in a cozy, calm spot, if you even want to get back in or back on your bed, that would be totally fine. If you want to move to the floor, that would be great. Anything works for today's session. And I will share, I have a journal that I love. I get gifted a lot of journals. I go to a lot of events. I get a lot. They come and go. But there's this particular moleskin journal that I love that when I post this video, I will share the link of. It's been my trusty, handy friend for decades now. And I've always just buy the same one, but with a different color. And I feel like whatever color I choose of that moment is like where I'm at. So it's really kind of a fun little thing that I do. Okay. If I could get one more live chat, audio AV, okay? Can you tell I'm a little glowy and dewy? It's not sweat, it's glow. Actually, it's not sweat yet, but it is quite humid out. We're supposed to get rain, and so I just want to be outside as much as humanly possible before that happens. Okay, I'm going to assume that my sound's okay. Again, I've never really done this outside, but my Wi-Fi seems to be strong enough, and there's lots of you here. So, okay, great. Sounds great. Fabulous. Let's get started in a moment. If you're live with us, if you've got any chats or anything that you want to share. Okay, so there is a delay in the chat. I've noticed that. So that's something to think about for myself. So if you've got anything you want to share and you're joining us live, you can go ahead. Thank you so much for my sound confirmations. Bless you all. If there's anything that you want to share in the live chat, you're here live, you're welcome to do that. I'm just going to pull up my notes now. So I've kind of put something together for us for today for us to go through. Okay, let me just get it all lined up in the way my brain likes to work. And then we'll get started. So as I was saying, today is going to be, if you're just a little bit different, if you're just joining us, today is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to make a little mini virtual retreat. I also wanted to give you a sample of what it would be like to join me in an actual IRL retreat, I will be at Kripalu, which is a yoga and health center in Massachusetts, on August 28th for the weekend. And the title of that weekend is This Is Who I Am Now. And it is a retreat that I ran this past November. It was so fabulous. They brought me back in the summer to do it. So pretty short range of time there. Um, and I think what's really cool is we've since launched this show and this mission and this movement of really fully owning more of who we are in any season of life that we're in. And so I love how that has continued to grow and evolve and form and become something like this real community that we're building here. And so to bring that offline, IRL will be so amazing. If my team can put the link for Kripalu in the chat, that would be awesome. So it's August 28th at Kripalu. I'll be sending you all the info on that. But if you can join us, I know it's never easy to get away, but it is always worth it. It's one of my favorite places on earth. The list is growing of my favorite places on earth. I'm aware of that. We've since added Disney, but it's a solid, solid list. And the reason I love it there is it is one of the only places that I can set foot where it is somebody taking care of me as if I were taking care of them, meaning the way that my food shows up in that dining hall, and it's food that I would make, and there's copious tea everywhere, and it's just so lovely and nourishing and grounding. And I just know if I don't make that time for myself at some point in the year, no one's going to make it for me. And so having that on the calendar is just a really special thing to look forward to. So join us at Kripalu on the 28th if you can. That will be an IRL full weekend retreat. This will be a little mini one. In my first episode, I shared about the ethos of This Is Who I Am Now. A lot of it inspired by my dad and losing him at a young age, and really wanted to live it the shit out of my life for him, but mostly for myself. And how that all got roller coaster derailed, flips upside down on its head and back right side again through my early to mid 40s in perimenopause, and through additional episodes of my journey through hormone therapy, supplements, and GLP-1s and all of that. I thought it would be really nice for us to take a moment to just be with that information and be with ourselves. We've talked a lot, so maybe I will talk less once I start to prompt you. And you can be your own most important guide in today's show. So last little sippy here of my coffee. I did have a good breakfast with my caffeine. Do not worry, my wellness girlies, okay? I had cottage cheese, yogurt, protein powder, half a bushel of blueberries, and my favorite granola on there. It was really good. I forgot about the honey, I just realized, but that granola is pretty sweet. So all good. If you're just joining us, welcome. Thank you for being here. Grab something to write with and ideally be in a calm space. If you can't, we do the best that we can, folks. Okay. So let's start where we often start which is with just a few deep breaths. So before meditation, anything official, just start to slow your breath and start to elongate it. So just inviting it to gently soften for you, to become your own personal metronome of ease, of peace, of space, of lightness, and support. So now that we've invited our breaths to meet us where we are, I invite you, if you are safe and able to do so, to go ahead and close your eyes and start to come more fully into body, into breath, into this present moment. And I'm not going to go too far and wide with a guided meditation here. My intuition says that this simple invitation of this moment, of this energy, for you to invite yourself into self with my guidance, with my care, and with this community is more than enough. So let's breathe that slowly in and breathe that slowly out. Slowly in, fully and wholly, and slowly out. Continuing like that on your own. I want you to deepen and lengthen your inhales and deepen and lengthen your exhales. And try on your exhales to really get to the end of them. We don't empty our lungs at their full capacity enough. And we end up with old air, old oxygen, old life inhabiting them. And so try to get the gunk on a few of those exhales. And yeah, it can look really funky, kind of like getting it all out from the bottom, from the recesses, but really coming to full and complete exhale. And along with your breath, softening and lengthening, I want you to invite your body to follow, bringing ease to your forehead and eyebrows and face, softness to your jaw and chest and throat, breathing your shoulders down your back and body, following your spine to your seat, your hips, your legs, your knees, your ankles, and down to your toes. I want you to even think about your hair softening, your smile softening, and absolutely your belly softening and letting go. A cooler breeze just breathed itself onto my face. So I will take that in for all of us. And it's so part of why I wanted to be outside. So continuing with eyes closed and allowing that breathing meditation to disperse, I want you to picture yourself. And the place I want you to picture yourself is whatever age or moment that you felt was when you last felt your best. The before everything shifted age or place or moment of time. And you don't have to know exactly why you're choosing that moment, but just let one thing show up. And yes, I recognize we are a roller coaster of moments, but I want you to give yourself permission to be honest here and really be with the you before. See yourself there. No rushing to fix. No giving her advice. Just seeing her. Continuing with these long, slow, beautiful breaths. I want you to bring in whoever you might have needed back in that moment. Could be a version of you now or of your future self. Someone who could sit next to them and say, "You don't have to fix this today. I've got you." Take a breath in and take a breath out. Next, we can move forward and picture yourself right now today, exactly as you are in this very moment. Whatever your body looks like, whatever your softened belly feels like, whatever your hormones are doing, or whatever moment you're in the messy middle of, I want you to silently say to yourself, and you can borrow my words if you don't have them, "This is who I am now. This is who I am now." Taking a moment to remember what that phrase means. To be exactly as you are, to dance with this beautiful version of you, to live out loud instead of waiting for some future version to arrive. It's not "this is who I'll be once I fix this." and not this is who I am once I've earned it. It's who you are right now, mid story, unresolved ending, and all. It is full permission for you to be with your most beautiful self in this very moment without fixing, editing, striving, or wishing anything were different. Breathing that all in and breathing that all out. Keeping that mantra of this is who I am now in your mind. I want you to picture just one thing that doesn't fit this phrase. One thing that you're carrying that isn't actually yours to carry. And if you're just joining us live, just close your eyes and jump on in. And if you're deep along the road with me, what is one thing that you're carrying that isn't yours to carry, that doesn't belong to your mantra, this is who I am now? Maybe it's a judgment from your mom or a colleague. Maybe it's old diet culture voices. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's not about the thing that's in front of you. Maybe there's something much deeper there, much bigger. Want you to notice that thing. And if it feels available to you to release it and let it go ahead and breathe that in and breathe it fully out. And if you don't feel ready to release it, just notice that it's there. It's there, but it is not you. Slowly breathing in together and slowly breathing out. Letting those visions softly fade away. Thanking them for coming and being a part of today's session together. Let's do 2 more breaths together to close this portion. Breathing softly and gently in and softly and gently out. One more like that, softly and gently in and softly and gently out. You can go ahead and invite your eyes back open to join us in this beautiful, peaceful space. And we're going to stay in this cozy moment. And I'm going to ask that you get your writing tool and paper. And I want you to go ahead and have some free time to just simply journal. So go ahead and you can just write down how you're feeling in this moment, what came up for you. I will go back over the visualization so I can give you those prompts. But before we get into the specifics, just anything you want to write and record. So I will go ahead and give you a moment or two for that. And yes, that means we'll just be in quiet together on a live show, which might seem wild and crazy, but I've spent years and years in this space, so I'm comfortable to hold it. So I will do that for you and for all of us. And I will be quiet now for a moment or so and allow you to just write. And if you're just joining us and you weren't able to be a part of the meditation, just go ahead and journal how you are in this current moment. Just take a moment to get that all down, and then I'll come back. How was that meditation for you? What did you notice? What did you see or feel or hear? And if you're joining us live and you'd like to type, I invite you to do that in the live chat. I will not say your name. I just use the initial in case anyone wants to remain anonymous, but you can go ahead and share with us in the chat as well. And then if you wanted to record some of what came up in the visualization, you can follow these prompts. They're all optional, but one could be first of all, when was the last time you got quiet? Like thinking about the space we set together. Do you do that often? Was it uncomfortable for you? Was there anything just in the message of taking a meditative moment? For me, it's been so nourishing and lovely to be in nature for the month of July. Um, so I haven't meditated that as much. I haven't felt the need to, but it was a nice reminder that nothing replaces closing your eyes and being with your breath. So that's one thing you can record. The next was, how did it feel to claim this is who I am now? What did that bring up for you? Were you into it? Was it for you? Was it weird? Could also not be for you. That's fine too. If you're just joining us live, welcome. We're going through a little meditation and journal prompt. Just pick up, jump on in. And then the next part of the visualization was what was not yours to carry? What was that? And were you ready to put it down or did you need a little more time with it? Just to acknowledge. Okay. All right. So that was our prompts from the guided meditation. Well done with that. If there's more journaling that you'd like to do, this is yours. This video and this session is yours. You can come back to this as often as you like. You can also leave a little roadmap for yourself of what we did. And maybe I'll include that. I'll write a little like journal prompt companion guide around this for my subscribers, and they can have that. I'm going to go through some additional journal prompts. So if you'd like to keep going with us, these are all optional. Write down what pulls at you. I'm not going to leave a ton of time between them. So what I suggest is writing down the question. If you feel an immediate pull to it, stay with it. Take a moment, answer it, stay there. Or you can just kind of come more in the surface and come back to this. Like I said, I think I'll put these in the companion guide and see what else wants to come out of the show. And if, of course, you're joining us live, feel free to put anything in the chat. So I have this prompt on honoring where you are, not where you were. What's one thing about your body, your mind, or your life right now that you're still trying to measure against an old version? What's one thing about you that you're still trying to measure against an old version? Hello, my energy levels. And what would it feel like to let comparison to your old self go for just today or forever? Be really nice. I am someone who now needs a 20-minute nap. I do much better with a 20-minute nap. And what if I just fully own that? Everyone thinks I'm like this constant, walking, claiming unicorn of a person. And like this is a daily practice for me to orient myself of where I'm at in that current moment in time and recognize what I need and then honor and step into giving that to myself when I can within reason, right? Um, I have a friend that was like, "Well, you're all about claiming who you are, so why are you doing that thing you said you didn't want to do?" I was like, "Let's not get this twisted. Obligations are obligations, family, friends, work, life. Like, I'm not saying you evade that, but I do know and believe that there are pockets of your life that are yours that you can step more fully into honoring what you need. And maybe that's a 20-minute nap. Maybe that is letting go of a morning wellness routine so you can just be cozy and comfy in bed for longer. It's really just where are you at in this moment? What do you need? And how can you honor that? Okay, next prompt. Oh, I love this one. Unsuccess redefined. If success wasn't about more and bigger, what would it be about for you right now? If success wasn't about more and bigger, what would it be about for you right now? And then on the same theme, as part of that prompt, what does rest actually look like in my life? And am I letting myself have it? What does rest look like in my life now? And am I letting myself actually have it? I would answer that as sometimes yes and sometimes no. Remember I said I was trying to talk less during this show? How am I doing with that? Okay. On the conversation nobody's having. What's a conversation I've been wanting to have that nobody around me seems to be having? Who is one person that I could bring this up with this week and just have a kiki about it? Can I talk to you about this? And it doesn't need to be a fix it circle. It's just like we've lost the art of venting. I think people don't want to complain. Our words, I get it, are powerful. What we speak, we manifest. But y'all, sometimes we just need to download to a near and dear one and vent. Get it out of our bodies, out of our systems. It's a way that we process. It's a way that I move through things. And the sooner that I can do that with ease and laughter, the faster I'm through it. And I'm in the receiving of the bounty, the lesson, the joy, whatever it is that is on the other side. So what's a combo nobody's having that would really help you to have? Okay. Got a few more here. How are we doing? How are my live folks doing? How are my video watchers doing? Just comment below. Let me know where you're at. What you're loving, what you're leaving. Okay. Okay. On embodying the title. If I fully believed this is who I am now, no editing, no waiting for a better version of self, what is one thing I'd stop apologizing for today? That's a good one. What's one thing I'd stop apologizing for today? And then part of that, what's one thing I'd let myself enjoy without earning it first? Okay, next one. On honoring your own vision. Is there a vision I've had for my life that I've been talking myself out of because the timing doesn't look right? Is there a vision I've had for my life that I've been talking myself out of because the timing doesn't look right yet? And what would it look like to trust it anyway, even without a timeline? Okay. Super important one. Intuition, on intuition and what we already know. Where in my life am I already sensing an answer, but I'm second guessing it because it doesn't have proof yet, or there isn't a firm, there you go. It's a question mark. Where in my life am I already sensing an answer, but I'm second guessing it? And then part of that, what would it feel like to trust that quieter knowing for one day? What would it feel like to trust that quieter knowing for one day? Two more. On not needing permission to take up space. Where in my life am I still waiting for someone else's approval or a seat at the table that I could just give myself right now? Where in my life am I still waiting for someone else's approval or a seat at the table that I could just as easily give myself right now? Oh, the cool breeze again. It's so fun to be outside. I mean, it's quite an adventure. I don't would recommend it. It's not for the faint of heart to go live outside, but working for us today. And then the last one, and my favorite one, on fun as a nutrient. When is the last time I did something purely because it was so much fun with absolutely no productivity attached? And what's one small dose of that that I could give myself this week? And if you're familiar with my work, you might know I talk about fun with a big F and fun with a little f. So the big Fs are the big ones, the full concert nights out, the retreat like a Carpalo, on August 28th. They take a little more planning. We could have, depending where you're at in your life, right? Like financially, time-wise, responsibility-wise, you might have a lot of big Fs. Um, you might have less, and that's okay. Part of why I phrase it as that big F is because maybe you have one big F a year, and that's okay. You look forward to that. You work towards that big F. And if you don't have a big F on your calendar year, it's July now, 2026. Between July 2026 and July 2027, I want you to put even just a placeholder of a big F. And then I talk about fun with a little f as well. So these are the everyday, easy, often free joys. So going for a walk without a device, letting yourself read extra long at night, a bath with like more salt than you think you should put in there because like you save nice things. I don't know, not saving the nice candle, whatever it is, making your cacao or a matcha or your coffee just a little bit more special, right? Little F's, easy funs. So we want those daily. We want like a daily nutrient supply of fun. So that is my last one. Okay. And then leave out one more. I'm going to add this as a bonus, just a placeholder of anything else that would be a prompt for yourself. Like in the season of life, in the vein of all of this, what's something that I could self-support in my life right now? That I don't need Robyn to prompt. I don't need this community to see. I can do that for myself right now in this moment. So what's your own personal prompt that you want to get down? And then we'll close in just a couple moments. Okay. Well done. Take a look at your paper. We're all different kinds of journalers, right? So if you're someone who just prefers free space to write, take some more time after this session for free space. If you liked a lot of those prompts, but you didn't get to them, why don't you go ahead and just like star or circle or put an arrow next to a few that you want to dive more fully into. You could do that later, or you can even put this on again when you get the recording or you see it on my feed on Substack or wherever else we post this. You can have this to come back to again and again. And if you are a paid subscriber, I'm going to put together a guide for you to have all of this in one place as well. So take a look at your paper, or if you just journaled in your mind, just visualize all that you put into this session together, into this little mini virtual retreat. I want you to visualize it all together and just take a moment to just look at it and smile. Just appreciating yourself and your thoughts and your time for being here, for being with me, for doing this in any way that you did it. You showed up for this. Even if you were a passenger princess, I love you and you are welcome here. Even if you didn't write a single word, it counts. I trust that there is an osmosis in effect here, 1,000%. You have put yourself in the frequency of honoring who you are in this moment in your life. And, that's something we all say we want, we strive for it in some way, but this is how we break it down. And so it's in digestible pieces so we actually can process it and utilize it. Do you like my little nutritional parallel I drew there? So yeah, this is how we become more of who we are and how we enjoy it along the way. Instead of it being, well, that was a heyday or that was a great year or a great month or a great moment. And not that everything's supposed to be great and happy. We are all, expansion and contraction. But if we are in a contraction moment, can we feel an easefulness with it, a trusting with it as well? And so all of these moments can feel beautiful when we honor and accept them. And we stand fully in them, fully in the moment and the season that we are in. So thank you so much for being here. I want to remind you that we are all doing this together. I'm doing this with you. I wanted this show to start so we could be in a place together to take down the walls, to down the algorithms, to take down the sound bites, that there was no perfect container, no paid program, that you could just say yes to being at a bigger table, that you didn't have to wait for someone to invite you to take a seat, that you were already a part of it just for being here. So thank you. Thank you for being a part of This Is Who I Am Now. Thank you for honoring yourself in our little mini yummy virtual retreat. Thank you so much for being here. If there's anything anyone wants to say in the live, you can go ahead and put that now. Or if you want to continue the conversation, you can comment below this video. Feel free to restack it. If you are big on the Substack platform or just learning, you can go ahead and hit the restack. This shares it with others. And I'm just so glad that you were here. I honor and respect your time. And it was really, really lovely to get to do that with all of you. So thank you so much. I will see you next week. Next week's show, it is the day that I head to Europe for 3 weeks. So I think I'm going to bring you in my toiletry kit and my makeup bag and my suitcase and just see all the little fun explosion of packing. Well, hopefully at that point it won't be exploded because I will be leaving for the airport like an hour after I go live. So there will be something about, travel, who knows, some skincare, beauty, jewelry, whatever. We'll just see what fun we get into. Thank you so much for being a part of This Is Who I Am Now, because this is who we are now. Bye, friends. See you soon. Aw, someone said, love you, Robyn. Love you too. Bye, everyone. Thank you.